No matter how big or small your business is, making your own ad on Spotify Ad Studio is as easy as one.
Stand upon a ledge so high, like we are not afraid to die. You're wild, oh then you smile, and turn the sound up so loud, turn me around, like a wolf you have to learn. Oh, you brought me to life and revived, and turn the sound up so loud, turn me around, like a wolf you have. And turn the sound up so loud, turn me around, like a wolf you have. And turn the sound up so loud, turn me around, like a wolf you have. To learn, oh, you brought me to life and revived, alive. Teach me how to see. You taught me how to breathe, my love, oh my love. And when the night sky comes to feel in tune with you, oh, with you, yeah. And send the sound up so loud, turn me around, like a wolf you have to learn. Oh, you brought me to life and revived, alive.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Legends Esport. My name is Gurf, and we've got some exciting action for you tonight because it is week 4 of the LTS Premade League. So we got our diamond teams queued up and ready to go on tonight's best of 3 series. It's going to be Tempo Control, or IQ, versus MAAD City. Anyways, I was meant to be lined up a little bit better. However, got a couple of big teams tonight. I'm excited to see these guys face off, but not going to hold these teams up too longer. We're just getting our casters in line. Unfortunately, I don't think Same Page is going to be with us tonight, so I think we might be getting Can of Tin. That's right. So without any further ado, let's flip it on over to the caster desk and get this show started off very soon. Actually, one announcement before we go to the draft. Our second episode of Let's Talk Legends, our podcast, is going to be airing tonight after the LTS series. So we are aiming for 10:30 p.m. EST. But if the games go longer tonight, there will be a slight delay to the podcast. But make sure to stick around for that. We're going to be covering the top 5 players from each league. Been putting together some lists, putting together some graphics for you. So going to be very exciting. But let's flip it on over and get this draft going. All right, I'm just going to work on getting my my caster in here. Once we are good to go, we can start this up. Okie dokie. Again, sorry for delay. Once we get lined up here, we are going to be good to start this thing up. So let's see. All right. So we got someone coming in hopefully soon. Sorry for the delay, my friends. Yeah, this is it's reminding me of my old days back when Legends Esports was just starting out with 3 teams where Gurf was on the desk solo casting, solo streaming. It was all a Gurf show over here. But tonight, tonight we are going to have Can of Tin joining us. And just a reminder, those of you who are going to be participating in the predictions tonight, those are your loyalty points, not channel points. So make sure to double check how many points you have with the command tokens. You can do that just like this. You're going to see that in the chat right there. And players on their own team, yes, you are allowed to vote on your own team. You just have to be out of chat out of the stream once the game starts. So just keep an eye on that and make sure you are out and muted, or that window's closed once you're done. But yes, you can place a bet before you actually get rolling here. But we are gonna have our new addition to the caster desk joining us in a few short seconds here, and then we are going to get this show on the road, guys. So just looking at these teams, what I can best do from my my notes, Tempo Control is a team that I haven't seen, and that's kind of been off my radar. So I'm looking forward to seeing these guys kind of have at it. But I've been chatting with a couple of these players today. They seem like awesome dudes. There is a name that does stand out, though, and that is Daily Peach. So coming in with a strong player like that, especially in the jungle role, is going to be so ideal to kind of getting that map control, kind of getting the flow going. But that's where we look over at MAAD City's jungler as well, too. Javi has been really good for setting up MAAD City. I mean, the overall aggressive play style that's coming out of MAAD that we've seen these past couple of weeks on stream is something that is honestly truly terrifying, especially in the early game. So that's generally what we expect MAAD to usually go with, is picking these early game aggressive comps that really get the ball rolling in pre 15 minutes. So I would expect to see something like that, because MAAD City is pretty nuts at taking turret plates. But yeah, going to see what IQ is going to bring, because this is a team I have yet to see play, and I'm very excited to see what they have to offer here.
Hello,
But,
hello, hello.
oh, there we go. We've got none other than Can of Tin joining us on the desk. How you doing today,
Hey,
buddy?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, man?
I'm great. I'm ready for a couple of great games here tonight, possibly even 3.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
but yeah, this is going to be some high tier, very spicy games.
Yes, I'm super excited. It's my first time casting in a while, so you know, nice to get back on track.
And I think I'll send you the spectator link, but if you want to hop online so I can get you into that custom,
Yep,
and then
I
we
am
can
online
get
right
this.
now.
Oh, beautiful. Wait a minute. You are?
Yes, I believe so.
And you
Might
might
be a
have.
bug with the client.
That would not be ideal here. Here, you send me a message. There we go. In you are.
There we go. Perfect.
Alrighty. Let's get this one going though. These teams are ready to go. Tempo Control is actually like super keen to be ready early, and that was honestly, I appreciate that very, very much. But let's see. I was just actually chatting about oh, wait a minute.
What's wrong?
I think they've gone into drafting the client. But they got to do the draft
Oh.
in the PentaQ first, and then
Yep.
they can go into there. Unless it was actually just the custom game that timed out. That could be the case.
It's also
right
very
now, too.
possible.
But I seem to be having potentially some client issues of my own. It looks like I think that timed out super quick. So we're gonna get that remade. Couple of technical issues, but that's all fine. Once we get back in here, we'll be good to go. And looks like we've lost a couple of their players from offline, but the ready check is sitting on the side of Tempo Control or IQ tonight. We're just going to wait for them to come through. But what are you thinking? What are you thinking we're going to see here in tonight's series?
Oh, well, just based on the quick bits of research, we see that the top laner for, I believe his name is AXM. Is that the MAAD top laner? MAAD, yeah? He's got some really nice win rates on Camille, Gnar, and GP, which are all like super strong meta picks right now. I'm definitely expecting at least one of them to be banned out, and then he just picks one of the other two. Javi is an Udyr player. Udyr probably one of the best like top 3 junglers in the game right now, especially in competitive. Alcantos, I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. He plays a bit of everything, so honestly do not know what to expect from him. And then Nutty Bars, I remember seeing him on stream. He's got some nutty ADCs. A pretty good Kai'Sa being the best ADC in the game, so if it is not banned, I am expecting a first pick Kai'Sa from MAAD.
Honestly, that's such a strong pick right now, and it's a little ridiculous. Those 4 or 5 ADCs right now that are just absolutely nuts in my opinion. But that's why we're gonna see the Samirs getting gutted in the next patch. And that's gonna, unfortunately for ADC, is gonna take away some of the options there on what is actually viable into these fives.
Yeah.
But let's see. We're just resetting the client over here. Apparently there was a quick bug, which is not too surprising here. But
Oof.
we're gonna get back into this one. We're gonna slightly muck with the overlay here, but we're gonna get this draft for real started up very soon, guys. So again, thank you for your patience. Thank you to the teams for their patience. But this client, how it be some days.
Yeah, 10 years, 11 years, still hasn't fixed the client. Happens, I guess.
Small indie company, dude. Don't worry.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm gonna get you in here next, and then we should be good to go.
There we go. And we're back.
And we're back.
And it said something went wrong. Okay, I guess I gotta relog too.
Okay.
Love this client, love this company.
Love the client, love the company. But I'm going through some of my notes because I've been making notes. Look at me,
Okay, Gerf.
So we have seen Mad City, I believe, on stream twice at this point. And it was week 1 where we got to see them go against for Kobe there. But a couple of these picks here, this really stand up. Like Axum is a bit of a beast there in the top lane, especially if a Hecarim gets into his hands. But I mean, again, it's just early game aggression from MAAD. We're expecting just some a bunch of stuff that can lock down these enemies, you know, get the ball rolling here in these early levels. But let's give these players the ready. Can you ready as well?
Yes, sir. I am ready. So let's see what our first bans are. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Thresh ban or a Blitz ban. Those are Ash Cash's best supports. But we do see the Vi ban directed at Daily Peach. I remember playing against him. His Vi was absolutely insane. Might even ban his Kha'Zix, which is also one of his best junglers as well.
I like the Skarner ban against Javi because he has actually played that a couple times already, and I mean, having the Impale available to you in a 5-man comp is a little nutty, which with how much CC that comes in. But the Udyr ban out as well too, so the ban's definitely targeted at Javi right now. It seems to be a battle of the junglers potentially this series.
Yeah, I mean, okay, and there comes the Camille ban. It looks like. Yep. Camille being a power pick, most broken bruiser in the game for the past how many patches? Like 10 patches a year even. And the Seraphine, which is a really big power pick, flex into potentially 3 roles, ADC, support, and mid. So honestly, doesn't reveal too much, although Ares is the only one with Seraphine in their match history. So possibly a support.
I wouldn't doubt if it went down towards Ares. I mean, I'm pretty sure Alcantos could pick it up too for the mid lane. Not too sure if Nutty Bars would be picking up a Seraphine, but most likely down towards the support role. However, Galio is going to be next for tempo control here, and I mean,
another flex pick.
Another flex pick, but that one's kind of a show here. The Kaisa coming in for tempo as ADC.
Kaisa, obviously, strongest ADC in the game. Samira is kind of a soft counter to Kaisa, so we could see that as a response. Jhin...
Oh, actually, the Samira was actually banned.
Oh, the Samira was banned. Actually, that was a really smart pick by IQ then, banning out Kaisa's counter. No, wait, they banned Samira from themselves. Never mind. Okay, anyways, the MF hover. MF, obviously a solid ADC, fits into most comps. Combo with Seraphine is basically insane. Seraphine ults behind MF, hits the entire team. And then MF follows up with her ult, massive damage and not too much counterplay.
And now this is kind of a sign though from MAAD City, because I mean, yes, they could still send the Seraphine mid from Alcantos, but the better pair up you would think to do is put the Seraphine down in the bot lane with Misfortune. And this is actually something I played against this week against Schlam, was that combo in the bot lane. It sucks. It's a lot of poke, it's a lot of lockdown, and if you can combo your ults together, I mean, that's just way too much damage and CC to deal with around these, you know, key objective points. But again, strong picks across the board. Hecarim in from MAAD City, and Tempo going to respond with the jungler here.
Yep, Kha'Zix definitely makes sense. It's probably Peach's best jungler. So right now we see, you know, ADC jungle and 2 potential support mid flexes from both sides. We see a Gragas ban from the side of IQ. Gragas is a really good ban, especially if IQ is looking to play some sort of bruiser top. Gragas does pretty well into like Renekton, Jax types champions. You know, whoever tries to engage on him, he just body slams you back.
And now I'm watching this go through. You did mention that Jax there, so nice to see that off. But this does mean that Axum's Gangplank is currently up right now. I don't know how well that really fits in. You know what? A Gangplank into MAAD's comp would actually not be terrible. To pair it up with a Hecarim dive and Seraphine Misfortune ult, that Cannon Barrage would actually be really nasty.
Might not be bad. You're definitely correct about that. I'd like to see Gnar, just because I feel like IQ might leave up top lane for a counter pick. So Gnar is the better blind pick. But we'll have to see here if IQ decides to... Okay, nope, they blind the Renekton. This is definitely a good time to play Gnar.
Yeah, and I mean, now that you know, you can... Even though Axum might lean towards his GP, just having that knowledge of what the top lane is going to be already really helps out. And you call it. You called it, Ken. Like,
it's a Gnar.
Damn, that is just a nice read there from them. But it does allow Tempo to get the counter pick here. And I mean, these last 2 picks from MAAD are really going to confirm whether or not that Seraphine is going support or mid. But I think it was kind of projected here from the early on. Doesn't mean Mad City doesn't have a strong comp, because looking at these champions, it's actually kind of nutty what they put together.
I'm hoping it's an Ori. I think it's an Ori. Really good blind pick mid. Very few bad matchups. And if you're really good at her, you can play through pretty much any matchup with her. Throw the ball on Hecarim, throw the ball on Gnar. Oh my god, it's a Rel. Okay.
All right, so that does confirm.
It is a Seraphine mid.
Seraphine mid. We got a Rel pickup as support. I believe this is the first one that we actually get to see here in the LTS on stream. But an extremely strong support, as that seems to be the support save for last. The Pyke going down to meet that Misfortune and Rel, but Galio in the mid lane against the Seraphine. So let's see what the final pickup is if they do decide to go for this Pyke. I mean, it does offer them some...
I don't want to say it's a Pyke angle, but maybe they know something I don't.
I'm looking at this team. I mean, you've got 2 invisible champions, or 2 champions that can go invisible, and a Galio. What does that smell for you? That means I smell flanks coming out. I smell heroic
oh my god,
justice
it's a
just
Pyke.
dropping down. It is the Pyke. Oh my goodness. So that is
okay. Well, I got completely mind boggled by IQ. I guess understandably so by their name. Did not see a Pyke coming at all. I really thought it was going to be a Galio support.
Yeah, honestly, could have thought that. But once you see the fact that Rel gets locked in, you know it's Seraphine mid. That's not bad to just say, you know what? Let's just send the Galio into the Seraphine. He can at least deal with her. Hopefully for the most part, as long as he plays safe. But that's a good answer there, and that's one of the advantages though of having that red side draft is being able to look for those counters and being able to hold that last pick to see what the blue side shows. But looking at both these teams, what kind of angles do you think they're going to be coming at here for their win cons?
Well, MAAD has a scaling advantage for sure. I think IQ's got to make some pretty insane plays in the early game. I think they want to get Kha'Zix ahead. They have a lot of strong skirmishing on the top side with Renekton. They do have pick potential and a lot of good roam potential with Pyke. Also could be like a level 6 tower dive option with the Galio bot side. Really don't know what to expect from IQ, to be honest. MAAD just has like the scale and win comp. They just play for team fights really, and Gnar can beat Renekton on the split. Seraphine just does perma wave clear mid. I'm going to have to give the draft win to MAAD. I think they just scale so much better and their win con's a lot easier to pull off than IQ.
That's definitely true. But coming in tonight, I personally have seen Mad City play a couple of these nights already on stream. But tempo control, again, I don't know too much about. However, both these teams are 2-1. So clearly something has been working out for them this split. And I'm interested to see having these double assassins line up. That's a
Pyke mid. See, okay.
Ooh, what?
Okay, it's starting to make a little bit more sense. Maybe it's a sleeper pick into Seraphine mid. Seraphine mid, according to me, honestly, doesn't have many counter picks, but maybe Pyke's one of them. Who knows?
You know what? I don't believe I have seen a Pyke mid in any one of my games. The only time I've actually seen it was when Caps kind of went off with it. So this is gonna be really spicy to see. Very excited to see how this one goes down. But just a reminder to the folks there at home that predictions are now going to be open since these teams are locked in. So make sure to let us know who you think is going to win by placing down those tokens, and to check your tokens with command. How many times can I say tokens in 1 second there, Kenton? A lot. Check your tokens with command tokens before you place your bets to make sure that it actually goes through. But yeah, this is looking like a really, I don't know. I've got this funny feeling here about tempo control that they're going to be able to pull off some crazy stuff.
I have no idea what's gonna happen on the side of tempo control. I don't know, Seraphine would have to misposition pretty badly to get killed by Pyke in lane, right? Because Pyke's main combo is he just ease at you with Hail of Blades. Maybe he tries to get the stun off, but usually you're too far away. I don't know. I feel like Pyke mid's not meta for a reason, but again, he knows something I don't for sure. Clearly
he is up to something that we don't know quite yet. I'm just fixing up the picks here, because it's not a Blitzcrank pick. It's a Galio support there for Tempo Control. And yeah, that, you know what? That was kind of, well, you know what? I don't want to call it big brain quite yet until we actually see how this plays out. But it's kind of fun to watch, you know, all these little plays before we even get into the actual game, seeing how these teams are playing it out in the draft, because it's honestly so important to be doing your homework and to be, you know, preparing these drafts beforehand, especially at this level. So, I mean, from MAAD, we're seeing, like you said, it's a much easier win comp. It's much easier to play out their team comp as it is. I mean, Rel is just a CC machine. She's got everything you could possibly wish for in her kit. So it's going to be great to set her team up for, you know, picking off those kills. However, double assassins on the side of Tempo Control. You got a Renekton as well too, and a Kaisa who's going to be flying around. So technically, 3 people who can disappear off this map, and possibly 4 if Renekton's going crazy building something like Duskblade. I don't see that happening. But to have that, those 3 champions plus a Galio to press R on any one of them if they get into a tough situation, that's pretty ridiculous in my opinion. So I on paper I want to give it to MAAD, but I got this feeling down my in my giblies here that Tempo Control is up to something, and I'm very excited to see what they're gonna do here.
Well, for the most part, MAAD has the winning top and bot. Mid, I have no idea who wins that. Don't know Pyke's matchups. I do know Seraphine just wave clears and chills. I wonder if she's going to go the Moonstone build or the Tier Leandri's build or the Tier Luden's build. Probably, I'm going to assume it's probably Moonstone just because IQ has so much burst, or Tempo Control has so much burst, that Moonstone could definitely negate a lot of that. Especially because you're not really lacking damage with MF and Hecarim. And the base damages from Gnar and Seraphine are already pretty nice. This whole side of Tempo Control is like squishy, is pretty squishy overall. It's really just the Galio that might be kind of hard to kill, and Renekton if he gets ahead early, but I don't expect that against Gnar.
Yeah. We'll have to see how this one unfolds though, but we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to be hopping into Game 1 of Tempo Control versus MAAD City. So guys, we'll see you right after, and don't forget to keep placing those predictions.
I saw you smile from across the bar. Yeah, she was pretty and so close but so far. She flipped her hair and I thought this can't be true. How does a man like me get someone like you? And then she looked at me and I was confused. Everyone here can't be the one that she'll choose. And I looked back and saw the spark in her eyes. This can't be real, my head's telling me lies. Just like them, you're coming closer to me. Come shake me, grab me, so I wake up from this dream. I can't breathe, come with me. I don't know if I can speak. Then she said, come with me and let's be free. The night is young and I think this could go far. The sky is dark but you're my shooting star. Could see your face reflect upon the moon. It was a pretty summer night in June. And then she looked at me and I was confused. Everyone here can't be the one that she'll choose. And I look back and saw-
Hello, and welcome back to the LTS Week 4. We got MAAD City here taking on IQ, aka Temple Control, or vice versa. But a couple of strong comps here tonight. I mean, we were chatting a bunch about MAAD having the easier to play comp. However, I'm feeling Temple Control knows something we do not at this point.
For 100% for sure. I have no idea what they're trying to do. Yeah, like one thing that I was just concerned about in the draft was that they blind picked Renekton knowing that AXM is a Gnar player, which is confusing because I feel like if they just blind picked Pyke, even if it wasn't Seraphine mid, I think MAAD wouldn't have known it was Pyke mid. But has Babs played Pyke mid in the past?
I have not seen Babs on stream yet, so this
Okay.
this could be something that he's busted out before. But I would think, you know, MAAD City would have done their homework and saw, wait, this guy's a Pyke mid player, so this could be something completely out of the blue here from Temple Control, which is really exciting to see. But no, I think you're right. If they would have gone the Pyke in the R4, then they would have, you know, made MAAD City think, yeah, that's a support pick. They see the Galio, so that Galio's probably going mid.
Yep. They would have kept Seraphine mid because Seraphine does fun into Galio.
Yep, and then they could have counterpicked a top laner against whatever Axum was going to bust out. But by showing that Renekton, you know, this does give Axum potentially a leg up here. He does tend to be quite aggressive, and once he gets a lead, he's not going to let up one bit. I've seen him on his Gangplank before. Very, very scary when that guy gets a lead.
Oh yeah.
But across the board, we've got a pretty standard start from both these sides. No dragging up for another 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 40 seconds here if we're really going to be counting down here. But a little bit of engage down in the bot lane. Taunt is coming down onto Nutty Bars, but there's Ares jumping to the back line. Aftershock's going to go down, but just a bit of trade being exchanged here. Looks like Nutty Bars is going to be chugging that potion back, help keep himself alive. Again, more poke in the mid lane. Alcanto's there, taking Bob's down to about half health there.
Yeah, we're kind of just seeing the power of the mid Pyke there. Not super overwhelming, like kind of underwhelming, not gonna lie. I don't want to like crap on his pick too much, but I don't know. I just want to know what he sees in that pick. Like, why not pick another AD assassin? Like, pick like a Yone type champion or Yasuo or is that, I don't know.
I think the goal here is honestly just burst. I mean, if that Kha'Zix gets really, really lit up and gets rolling with the gold, get some good items. The Galio follow-up with Pyke ultimate is going to be potentially, you know, extremely dangerous for this MAAD City squad. Like, if they get dunked on too early and their health bars disappear, well, that Pyke's just going to have a field day. As we have another fight breaking down in the bot lane. Nutty Bars, the Ignite's going down. He's going to be forced to flash away. The heal is used to save Wash Editor as he's down to just a sliver of health, but Ares doing so well. Nice little flasher to get on out of that, and the Q bounce from Misfortune as well, but some low health bars sitting in this bot lane here.
Although Nutty Bars and Ares played like that engage really well, they kind of fell victim to 2 engages off of level ups in a row, which I feel like they should have seen coming.
It's relatively around the same time as each other, but I mean, once you see those waves coming in, see the fact that, you know, Tempo's so pushed in on that bot side, yeah, there's going to be some levels coming in very, very soon. So you got to be really aware of that, especially in these early stages of the laning phase.
Yep, and all sums down for the side of MAAD, and then we have the flash still up for the side of Temple Control. So overall positive trade for them.
Yeah, burning that flash from the Rel. I don't know if she needed to flash out of that Galio knockup. I mean, it's the safest thing to do, but that Kai'Sa was really, really low. So if Wash decided to walk back in, I mean, that would have just been probably death. However, Cracked is getting jumped on here. He's doing quite a bit of damage back, looking for those Conqueror stacks, and Axum's going to come into Minimo with the flashback. Oh, no!
God.
Nasty.
He is cracked indeed.
That was so gross. He gets Just that little bit of confusion in there by flashing in to finish off this Gnar. Just really well played.
Yep. I think Axum was just a little too overconfident in his damage, did not see the rage bar stack up on Renekton, and probably didn't expect the cooldown to be back up. But well played by both sides. Crack just played a little bit better.
Yeah, when one rage bar disappears and another one shows up, I mean, that was kind of the cue there for Crack to say, wait a minute, I could do this right now. So he goes for it, and that's 300 gold in his pocket.
It's a little bit more reassuring for the side of tempo control because you're not really expecting a Renekton to win that lane, and him being ahead is just, just really good for your side already.
I think maybe that's what tempo control has kind of got the idea of, is that if we can put this Gnar behind, he's not going to be able to deal with this Renekton, and that's why we see Daily Peach back up here. He's looking for the gank, but all they're going to get is that flash out of the Gnar.
Yeah. I don't think Gnar should have been that far up pushed in general, just because a huge wave is shoving into his turret and Renekton has level 6 advantage. I think he was just greeting a little too hard. Would have liked to see Javi go for the dragon after seeing Peach topside, but he was on a reset, so not much he could have done there.
And this, you know what? This is just tempo control, kind of punishing the early game aggressiveness that comes out of MAAD, right? Having Axum pushed up that far, right? He's looking to get these plates. He's looking to push these lanes in, but he's not going to be able to do that if Daily Peach just keeps on coming to say hello every now and then.
Exactly. Looks like they are positioning for the dragon with mid and bot prio. I think this is actually a good call.
Yeah.
Galio doesn't have ult, neither does Kai, so it's not a lot of opportunity for follow-up here.
They're going to get spotted on the scrying orb here as Daily Peach might look for a steal. No, it is going to go on over to tempo, but in goes Galio. Big taunt coming through, but Seraphine follow up with the ult. Daily Peach is on the back line, but Nutty Bars picks himself up a kill, and now Daily Peach is going to have to get out. He flashes on over, but the Q will follow. Double kill for Nutty Bars, and Wash Editor is going to have to get out, but Javi close on his tail. Don't know if Kaisa's getting out. Nope, she did.
Nutty engaged by Alcanos. He had 3-man Charm into 3-man Hecarim ulti, which is a lot more impactful than Kha'Zix and Pyke ult. So I don't think that should have been a fight tempo control took. They didn't have Dragon Prio and they didn't have Galio or Kaisa ulti up. So kind of a hard fight to take for them.
Yeah,
and they got punished for it.
That's the magic number for tempo right now is level 6. Once they get their 6, they can kind of unlock what their comp is really meant to do. So, I mean, at that point, you got to kind of realize that we don't have our numbers. We don't have our ultimates yet. We should probably just give this Cloud Drake, but they're going to lose a couple members of Temple for that. But it is currently up about 1,000 golds for Mad City at this point. They got themselves a dragon. Next one up is a mountain in 345, so we'll have to consult the Twitch chat for Dream's prediction. And I'm gonna have to also close the betting. Whoopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Thank you, Dream. Thank you very much, Dream. But Cloud Mountain means it will. Hold on. Dream will know.
Ocean
Dream will know.
or fire. I'll place my bets on fire.
You know what? I'm always a fan of getting an Infernal Drake in one of these games. So anything to make it even that much more spicy.
Yep, and the Hecarim getting this ahead early is really not what Temple Control wants. Him having most of the kills is kind of tough because he's probably the hardest member to kill on the side of MAAD. So we'll see how the burst comp works against a fed Hecarim.
Yeah, we're actually seeing some pings down on towards this this blue buff of Mad City. So Daily Peach is going to make his way down there. Couple numbers from Tempo roaming around as well too, but he's going to get spotted out by that ward. Javi right on the other side of this wall. So could have potentially led to something not great for one of these teams if they had pushed their luck a little bit too far, but Herald just seems to be the target for them, and at that point, Javi's heading back. They might not know that, but this should be just a clean pickup for side of Tempo.
And 2 plates to the side of MAAD for the Herald, which is almost an even trade, because an average Herald will only get you 2 plates unless you're using it to, finish off a tower. So not the worst trade in the world for MAAD, despite giving Daily Peach's first Herald.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll tell you this. Mad City loves turret plates. Their first week that they came in, I believe they played 3 games and got all the turret plates except for 1 in all of those games. So they're extremely proficient at taking these, but look, they're going to go for the damage. The lockdown on the Galio. The bullet time comes through, and Javi is here to back up as well too. Ares almost losing his life there, but nothing is going to be exchanged except for some damage and some ultis. And some sums
Really
too.
good engage. Really good engage. Trades 2 ults for the flash of Galio and Kaisa heal, which is very much worth. Hopefully they don't get caught out here by the Kha'Zix gank, but they do have Hecarim not too far behind.
No, Hecarim's going to be right behind this bush here. Unfortunately, this is going to be potentially a 2v3 situation. Nutty is going to get jumped on. We see the TP immediately coming down, but Javi sitting in the bush is there to pick up a kill, but the trade from Daily Peach, the junglers each picked himself up one, but you got to be able to get out, and he is not able, so double kill for Javi, and he goes with the Hecarim ulti. Unfortunately, Wash is caught underneath his turret. My camera's doing some crazy stuff. It's a triple kill for Javi, and now Pyke possibly looking to get something here, but all Mad City want right now are plates.
Yep. And I know it's 11 minutes in, but I'm calling this game over. I think it's already been won by Mad City. They have a better scaling comp, and they are ahead in every single way possible. Towers, kills, objectives.
Javi has picked up 4 kills in this bot exchange for it. Just the tower and its plates. So,
Yep.
I mean, even though the plates might be their main objective here, getting all those kills is definitely not terrible either. We're seeing Cracked just getting kited out by Axum. Not going to be able to chase this little Yordle down. So, yeah, Mad City. Remember when it was like a K lead about 3 minutes ago? Well, now that's climbed up to 4. Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
And then Peach throws the Herald down right before Dragon, but it doesn't really get much other than 2 plates. They will pick themselves Mountain Dragon just because Hecarim's probably sitting on 2k gold right now, bought tabbies. So pretty sure he's really willing to just give up 1 dragon.
Yeah. And I mean, the focus isn't so much up here. They do have Axum with the TP, but what is their focus right now? It's early turret plates, and you're going to see Axum going off here. However, we do get an Infernal Soul, so both of us with the caster call there.
Hell yes.
Oh, that's going to be scary, whoever can pick that one up. But, I mean, even though Mad City just gave up that Mountain Drake, I don't think they're at risk of not getting this soul right now. They're just really far ahead for 12.5 minutes. Like, this is a little ridiculous.
Yeah. What is this, a 4k gold lead at 12 minutes? This is absolutely insane.
Again, Axum getting some good damage down on the Crack. He's going to go Mega, but that's just a side effect of all the rage he's building up there. And look at this, just clearing out some vision. But across the side of the map here, we see this bot side of MAAD is going to pick up that outer tower, and even more gold is going over to them, as that is now a 5k gold lead at 13 minutes.
Yep. And I think MAAD is going to be looking at a rotation mid, but there's going to be 3 people top to kill this one Gnar. Let's see how it goes.
Let's see. Daily Peach is coming in. Axum is already... Nope. Is going to use his jump right there. Tries to get out. The flash falling for Flash. Daily Peach finds the kill, but gets stuck underneath that tower with nowhere to go. So a kill going back on over to Axum. As more fighting going down in the bot lane. Ash Cash is going to be taken out. Javi comes out from nowhere on the back end of that. And look at this. Tier 2 tower is at half health now. They are just stuffing their pockets. They're lining their pockets with gold at this point.
They are just rubbing salt on the wound on tempo control. Beating them at their own game. They are just one-shotting all of their carries.
Yeah, this is actually just super well played by MAAD. Yeah, there might have been a couple, mispositionings or overgreeding we saw there in the early game, but they've really kind of locked it down at this point and said, okay, fine, let's just go for turrets, let's get plate, let's make sure everybody's got some gold in their pockets so they can buy their items, and we're going to see what happens when that transitions into team fighting, especially around these dragons. How much damage is going to be coming out of Mad City?
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait for Seraphine to get Staff of Flowing Water. Hecarim has AP scalings. Hecarim scales off move speed as well. That pony's going to be running down the map.
I love Fast Horse. Love seeing Fast Horse, but I don't love seeing it when it's against me, but I love casting it because it is super fun to watch. However, Axum is going to be ganked once more. Here comes Daily Peach. Cracked diving in and out, but here comes the buggy boys. Axum's just going to jump out. Does not want to deal with that. Playing it safe now.
Yeah, Daily Peach ganking. The only lane he really can gank. Seraphine's impossible to kill. Bot lane is way too far behind to gank them, so just trying to see if he can pick off Gnar a couple times. Unfortunately, not too successful.
No, and at this point, it becomes a little bit harder to do that, especially when we see, full items and full boots coming out for pretty much all these members of MAAD. So this is, this is just great macro, great control of their lanes and turrets. So honestly, this is what I kind of expected to see from MAAD City this game. They're executing it really well. Babs is actually going to get jumped on right now as he's trying to make his way away from Fast Horse, who's 7-0 and getting caught up by 3 members here. Heroic Entrance is coming down. Javi's going to get knocked up, and that's going to be the Pike ult. Huge shutdown gold going on over to Babs, but caught up by the Seraphine ult. These members of MAAD City are getting low. Cracked. Huge healing is coming through. Double kill here for Babs. He's not going to be able to find a third, but low health bars here on the side of Tempo. They're going to have to back on out.
Yep, Hecarim just going in a little too early here. He may do a lot of damage, but he's not immortal without Seraphine, so definitely got punished for that. 1k gold going to Pike.
Oh, this is going to be really close. Babs is forced to jump on out. Those last little taps from Seraphine are going to be doing a lot, but take a look at Crack right now. He's not done. Oh, never mind. I take it back. Alcantos is showing up super huge. You pair that with the CC from Gnar and the healing from the Seraphine Moonstone. You need numbers. You need numbers if you're going against Seraphine.
For sure. So yeah, even what was a win for tempo control, MAAD takes a little bit back, so it's not too bad of a loss.
It's only under a little under 5k gold lead here for MAAD City, but there is an Infernal on the map, and now we're starting to see those members of MAAD start to make their way around here, get vision control, and really lock down this pit. But the numbers from Tempo are starting to rotate through. The TP is going to be burned as well too. So here come Tempo. They do not want to give over this Infernal. Cracked is running around through the try onto the back. He is going to get spotted out, but Babs just locked down and wiped off this map. That means Matt's going to have the advantage here going for this Dragon. Daily Peach, though, does find Alcantos. We're back down to 4v4. Daily Peach on the backside of this. Javi is looking for him right now. But everybody has seemed to back off. Daily Peach is just going to try and get himself out to safety.
Yep, so 2 missed positions from the side of MAAD, and unfortunately Pike did not have enough damage to one-shot the MF. Seraphine, unfortunately, did get one-shot with Kha'Zix.
Oh, big Gnar ult into the wall, but it's an even bigger Rel ult to lock down 3 members of Tempo Control. Daily Peach looking around the side, but he's not going to be able to find a window to jump in. Crack does get nutty bars there, but Daily Peach is trying to get out, but in comes the Hecarim. Javi with the onslaught of shadows now, 9-1-4, absolutely insanely fed on this Hecarim, but these fights are not done yet. We've got a little skirmish still breaking out here. Tempo Control do not want to give up this Infernal. Axum is getting low, but the rest of MAAD City are right here to join. I don't know why you would go in on that when you know the numbers are there.
Yeah, I probably thought he could steal a quick kill, but because Pike had ulti up, but yep, not enough damage. Not enough damage.
So Infernal goes on over to MAAD. Herald is still on the map for at least another little bit here, but MAAD City is running away with a 6.2k gold lead at this point.
Yep, it's only getting worse and worse as the game goes. Second Herald's up. I don't really expect either team to be taking it. It's kind of worthless at this stage in the game. So probably just going to shove out the waves in position for Baron coming up in 1 minute. The only problem, or I guess one of the biggest problems, is all the kills are on either Kha'Zix, Renekton, or Pike, and Kai'Sa has basically nothing. And she's really their late game insurance, so it's going to take a lot longer than usual for her to scale.
Oh, that was really gross, really well played out of the MAAD City bot lane. That just shows you how far ahead they are in terms of damage, if they're able to take out a Pike that fast.
Yeah, Babs just straight up not having a good time right now.
Unfortunate here. Wash is actually going to get caught out by the Misfortune E. Bullet time and the lockdown. However, in goes Galio. He's going to pop the taunt to stop the bullet time. And in to give a shield as well too on the Kai'Sa, and the rest of Tempo Control are coming down here. Big ulti from Seraphine is going to be able to find Wash Editor here. But ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Tempo.
Yeah, MAAD getting punished for overextending a little bit too hard, which they really shouldn't be because they're the team that's ahead. They're not the team that's on a timer. They just need to scale. Looks like Nar might be getting picked off as well.
Possibly here, Axum versus Babs, but I think Axum might be a little ahead at this point. He's going to dodge the taunt, but now he has to deal with Cracked. And the Rage Bar is building on both of them. Gets stunned down. Cracked is taking a lot of damage here, but so is Axum. The Gore Drinker is still available. Q from Pyke is not going to land, but now look at the numbers up here as in comes Javi. And now it's not so much of an issue when you have a 9-1-6 Hecarim helping you out.
Yep. Can't 2v1 the Nar, I guess. It's the 6-2 Nar. Way too ahead, already has his 2 core items. It's going to definitely be a tough one to kill.
Yeah, and I'm honestly surprised that more of these ganks didn't work out in their early game here. We saw Daily Peach going top to try and deal with the Snar and making sure he didn't get ahead, but I would say that top lane went pretty even for the most part, with the exception of the turret platings going on over to Axum there. But it wasn't, I don't know, it was for some reason here, there's been a couple nights that I've seen where all of a sudden teams just become super strong, and once that power spike hits, it's sometimes the enemy team that doesn't realize that. As we have another fight breaking out, Axum is going to get picked off, maybe a little overzealous, maybe overestimating the damage that's coming out.
Despite Nar dying there, he is kind of a really difficult champion to gank just because his design is a ranged kite tank. Not the very easiest champion to gank.
Definitely not. A bit slippery to deal with. Ares going to get hit by that Q. But this is still definitely in favor of MAAD City. They're up 6.3 gold, so still holding a very solid lead. But Tempo Control still showing some life in this game. They're definitely not out of it, but they have to find these picks here. I don't know if they can directly take on 5v5s. And what do I say? Look for picks. Daily Peach delivers. He finds a misfortune. Ares is going to have to get out of this one as well, too, as Alcantos drops. Ares is getting down low, but Javi's in the back line here. He's trying to deal with 3 members of Tempo Control all by himself. Able to find Daily Peach, but that means Ares is going to go down on the side as well, too. Wash Editor able to find that one, but in goes Axum. Able to find one. Pyke is there for the follow-up, and it's actually going to be an ace for Tempo.
Yeah, Tempo played that really well. They just looked for picks. They baited the Baron knowing that MAAD had no vision, sat in the choke points, and just jumped on their squishies. Instantly deleted them. Even Hecarim couldn't make it out alive.
They must be listening, because they hear that. All you guys need is picks, and immediately Daily Peach is able to find nutty bars there. Just really great to split these members of MAAD City up and kind of take over that fight.
I think MAAD City playing just a little too overconfident. Like, all they just really need to do is group. Just group up, get a Seraphine shield for all 5 members, and win.
And it might sound a little funny, but I mean, to form a death ball at this point for MAAD City and just rotate as 5 members is not the worst idea. I mean, that's where their power comes from, is when they're all 5 together. If anybody's kind of caught off on the side or in the side lane at this point, Daily Peach is going to be right there ready to get them. Oh, coming down onto Babs, but just a little slight exchange here as the focus is on this Dragon. Javi has already started it up, and Daily Peach is again lurking around the corner here, but Cracked maybe going to go in. No, he's not. The will be MAAD City that claimed that Dragon. Ooh, big taunt coming out, landing on 2 members of MAAD City here, but that will be Axum locking down Ash Cash, and Javi again picking up another kill here as he's pulled back into the rest of his team. He's going to get a little bit of a shield here from his Seraphine, but Daily Peach over the wall. Oh, almost able to find nutty bars. He's not done yet. You're going to have to watch out for this Kha'Zix. He's looping around. Watch Editor goes all the way back to this other side of the team. Big Hecarim ulti there as Axum is going to get the kill here. Tempo Control is fighting so damn hard. They've still got numbers here, but Axum and Alcantos are putting in a ton of work. Another kill for the Seraphine, and we're down to a 2v2. Oh, not done, because in comes Babs, not able to find that execute damage. So another kill for MAAD City. Axum, I think he's finally done now.
Okay. Oh, okay. So in the end, MAAD still comes out ahead by 1 kill. Oh, never mind, it's not over.
Is it? It's not over. It seems these guys love to fight. Big Gnar ult there, rooted on down. The heroic entrance is coming through, but Daily Peach with the big pick there onto Alcantos. Axum now kiting the best he can. He's getting these slows. He's getting his own movement speed here, but in comes the Void Seeker. Kaisa does not have the ulti to follow up. My apologies, but shutdown goes on over to Daily Peach.
I did not know how much high elo players hated recalling.
Love fighting. This game is all about the fighting, but look at the gold lead now. It's only up about less than 3K at this point for MAAD City.
Yeah, it's looking like a Baron for IQ Tempo. So overall, this is actually going to even up the game.
They're definitely going to start it. Javi is around here, and I do believe he'd be able to take these two members, Washed Editor and Daily Peach. They're both pretty squishy, but we see this Pyke is on the backside here. Javi's going to try and go for it, but he's going to get locked down by Babs. Over the wall they go, and this should just be the Baron picked up here for Tempo Control. They have shown some life here. They're coming back into this game, and they're looking to turn it around here on MAAD City, closing that gold lead to only 1,000.
Yep. MAAD's just got to play for the Infernal Soul. They're one dragon away. They got to wait out this Baron and play for the Soul.
Yep. And that purple buff is going to be on Tempo Control for the next 2.5 minutes. So that actually might time perfectly if that Baron runs out as soon as the Infernal comes up. So if MAAD City is keeping track of when those Baron buffs were started, they could still potentially get this Infernal.
And with a lot of the standing gold on the map, Kaisa and Renekton are going to be able to hit their third item by the time of Soul, which is super huge for Tempo Control. Kaisa is looking like she's going for Nashor's Tooth, which gets her the W upgrade. Renekton's looking at Black Cleaver. All good items that will definitely be important. You know, there's a lot of armor on the side of MAAD, and it'll also help the Kaisa with that armor shred as well.
Yeah, and you know, we're seeing, even though this Renekton had a tough game, he's 5-5-5 now, right? I mean, the Gordrick is putting in huge work, especially when he gets those Conqueror stacks going as well. There's just so much healing, and it's so hard to actually kill him. But I'm looking at MAAD City's builds right now, and the only Grievous runes that I can ascertain from this is the Bramble Vest out of Rel here.
Yeah, and that's not really enough for the Gore Drinker, because Renekton's rarely going to auto-attack Rel, if ever. Think either the ADC or Hecarim should pick up XCs, probably MF, because she can apply it to the entire team.
I would think so, especially with her E or her bullet time. I mean, both of them are great for applying the Executioners. However, though, Tempo Control are definitely getting some control over this map here. We're seeing the vision start to seep into the MAAD City side of the jungle. And this is going to be so huge. I mean, with 45 seconds away from Drake at this point, getting this jungle control and this vision control is so key.
Yep, exactly. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Tempo Control actually picks up a gold lead off this Baron. They have a top turret that's probably going to go down soon. That being said, Dragon will be up in less than a minute.
Yeah, and gold is currently tied right now. 53k, 53k. It's slightly bouncing in the favor of Tempo, but extremely close. However, I think we're going to see a big fight break out here for this Dragon.
Yep, I definitely agree.
Babs making his way down, looking for some vision. I think he's going to get spotted out there as he just trails on by. But numbers of MAAD City are ready to go. However, got to keep an eye on Daily Peach because we know he's going to be going around. However, it looks like Javi's looking to go on the engage. Screw looking for the Dragon when we can just go ahead and kill your entire team. Daily Peach is not here, but we see numbers going on to the backside here of this fight. Alcanto's able to take out Cracked. Does not let that Renekton get to his back line and take out the important damage dealers. But look at Axum cutting off Daily Peach. Does not leave him but one way to go. Shutdown goes to Javi, and that's going to be Soul here for MAAD City.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think... I mean, I think MAAD definitely committed really well onto the Tempo backline, but Peach and Babs were on Dragon. Like, they could have finished Dragon knowing that they were going to lose the fight anyways. I'm not sure why they went back in after their AD carry got deleted.
That's, you know, what are you willing to lose? What are you focusing on, right? And if you lose that focus in that split moment, say we're going from Dragon into this fight, and you have only half your team fighting while the other half is doing Dragon, yeah, that's going to lead to some issues, but you saw all 5 members of Mad City just immediately went with Javi leading this charge, and now they have Infernal Soul.
Exactly. And now that they have Infernal Soul, they can honestly play for Elder, or they can just force it down some lanes. Like, they've scaled pretty hard. They have their 4K gold lead back, which is honestly not as big now as it was earlier, but still a lot considering how many items Seraphine has compared to Pike.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough spot for tempo control at this point. We just passed the 30-minute mark, so now we definitely expect Mad City to be roaming around together as a 5-man group. It's going to be a lot tougher for tempo to control if they're going to be finding those picks on the flanks. But look at Axum. Axum, aggressive as hell. Oh my goodness, that last boomerang is not going to hit, but if it did, that could have been some trouble here for Babs.
Yep. Nar definitely becoming a problem right now. Or he's already been a problem the entire game, but now becoming an unkillable problem. I really don't see Nar ever dying as long as he's in Mega form. Got 3 full items and also looking to build that Black Cleaver as well.
I'm not sure how tempo comes back into this. Again, if they find a fight, if they find a pick that works for them, I mean, that's kind of the angle that they've been going for all this game. It was working for a while there in the mid game, but right now, Mad City is back in the driver's seat. They've got everybody up, all their ults available. So one big fight here as a 5v5 kind of thing. I think Mad City just wins it and ends it here, unless tempo control can pull off something really crazy here. As on to Axum they go. The Mega Gnar is going to come out. Wash Editor is there to help, but Javi is in. However, Axum is going to drop. Look at Hecarim. He picks off one. He's looking for Wash Editor next. Babs is right there with them. A heroic entrance is going to get canceled here on the other side of this fight. Javi is going to be dropping Wash Editor. Oh! The Q bounces from one to the next, and that's a double kill from Misfortune. The bullet time coming out, but Cracked is there on the back line to take out this Misfortune. Alcanto's doing his best to kite on back, but Ares is in there taking up so much damage, pairs up with the Seraphine, and steals away all your armor. Magic resist, there's nothing you can do against this realm when she does that. Little sidestep there from Ashcash to just barely stay alive. I take it back. The Infernal paired with that insanely fair and reasonably ranged Seraphine auto attack. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that they have Infernal Soul, even Seraphine does damage now. That was a great fight for IQ, but they just couldn't finish off. They were just too behind.
I mean, yes, Tempo was able to find Axum there, but you saw Javi go in 1v3. He did not care. He was able to, you know, get them low enough to allow Nutty Bars to come over and finish him off, but that's just showing you how strong Mad City is with Javi.
Yep. Yes, sir. And now he's he's like 2k away from his Guardian Angel, so have fun. You're gonna have to kill him twice now.
That sounds like fun. It sounds like a fun time to me on the side of Tempo. Not ideal. Baron is on the map though, so we're gonna see if Mad City just go for this Baron, look to finish off their power play and go for end. But I'm feeling one big fight here is really all it's gonna be for Mad City to really take this one. So I'm looking at tempo control here. They've lost a lot of their vision control throughout this jungle here, and that's gonna make it really tough to be going for those picks, to be going for those flanks.
Yep, they're just going to outright start the Baron, which gets the TP from Renekton down. I'd like to see them either finish. Are they finishing? Okay, they're getting off, yep, because they see that they've baited the TP out. They're going to look to fight.
Numbers are coming through. It looks like this Galio's going deep into the back end here, but in goes Cracked onto the backside here, looking for these squishier members, but he's going to get melted down by Nutty Bars. Again, Javi's doing some stuff on the back line here. He's chasing down Watch Editor. Look at him go. He's got the Gnar with him as well, too. And into the wall, Watch Editor Go is going to be picked off as well. But overall, it's, I believe, a 2-for-2 on this map. So we got 3 of everybody still left on. But Javi is in. He's looking to do some big damage on Daily Pitch. The ultimate, not gonna hit its mark there, as Daily Peach is going to walk on out.
Yep, neither team has regard for their backline. Just let them die, I guess. And go for the other team.
that was kind of it though. It's just an exchange of back lines on that one. But with this, MAAD City is at least able to go and get the inhibitor here. However, there are lots of numbers here. Does not matter though, because Daily Peach is just gonna get exploded there by Nutty Bars, and so is Ashkash. Make it 3, because this is how strong they are right now. MAAD City is popping off. The 11-6-9 Misfortune, yeah. Whoa.
GG's.
You know what? It was good though. Tempo Control showed some life, but this is where MAAD City is shining. They have so much damage, even though they're able to get a trade kill there onto the Misfortune. This is going to be a GG for MAAD City.
Seraphine ulti so balanced.
Yes, extremely, extremely. Oh damn though, but that early game was looking so good for MAAD. They come through, they pick up those gold leads, and this is how they're able to get that snowball rolling so hard.
Yep. MAAD City just, played to their comp after throwing a little bit. They came back overall. So kind of what we expected for the most part. I know some people were hoping Tempo would win it out, but they honestly just got outscaled after losing the early game.
I mean, it was good to see, them show that signs of life, showing that they still could find these moments to punish MAAD City. But in the end, I mean, once MAAD City kind of, got over the fact of what they were kind of doing there in the mid game and a little bit in the early, and got back to the point where, like, okay, we are a 5-man squad. We win 5-man team fights. Like, just stick together and we'll be okay. It just went really well for them once they started playing into their comps kind of play style. So really good to pull that back into shape, but still the fact that Tempo was showing up to this game is super impressive. But it is MAAD City that finds the win in that one. Oh.
Honestly, I think it's just a draft diff, to be honest. I think both teams played really well, but in the end, the champions on MAAD City are just better.
Yeah, that Seraphine is definitely a little insane right now. She's just so damn strong, offers so much for her team, especially in terms of having the Moonstone to heal up her team like all the time. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with, and we're gonna probably see the response for that in a couple of bans in this next game. From
please
Tempo.
ban that champion.
Yeah, she's got to go. She's got to go, Tempo. Anyways, guys, we are gonna take a short break, but while we are gone, our player of the game poll is currently up and running right now, so you guys can go ahead and start to vote on who you think deserves that player of the game. When we come back, we'll be hopping into Game 2 of Tempo Control versus MAAD City. Currently, MAAD City up 1 game, but we will be right back in a few short minutes.
I'm terrified and loving it. No regrets to keep me up at night. Feel so alive and loving it. I'm just back, so I finally learned to cry. Left till we cry for the fun of it. Now I finally see the light. Don't wanna waste a single minute. Now I finally have you, got you by my side. So let's hit the ground.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Week 4 of the LTS Premade League. We got our first player of the game from MAAD City, and that's going to be none other than Axum on the Gnar, going 10, 6, and 12. Had some really good kiting that game on the Gnar, and I mean, just some great stuff coming out of them, and the rest of MAAD City as well too. But Tempo Control was definitely showing some life in that game, and definitely we're not just taking the snowball and getting rolled over by that snowball. So they were fighting back. They tied the gold up there at 30 minutes, but in the end, it was MAAD City that was able to take the win. However, this is a best of 3 series, which means we're going into game 2 right now. So we won't make the players wait too much longer on us. And let's just hop on over to Giraffe. Ken, you ready for game number 2, buddy?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah, let's go. Well, game number 1 was definitely in favor of MAAD throughout that early game. Tempo Control came back quite surprisingly and almost were able to take that lead on back. But once MAAD City kind of took control of that Elder Drake, not the Elder Drake, sorry, the Infernal Soul, that's kind of when the damage got a little bit too much out of hand. So I'm expecting to see probably a Hecarim and or Gnar and or Seraphine gone at this point.
I would hope so, and I am definitely expecting the same bans from Matt. I don't think anything IQ played last game was ridiculous of any sort, so I think the Vi, Echo, Samir are fine bans, but IQ, yeah, take away the Seraphine, take away the Hecarim, pick or ban it, please.
Yeah. Now we see the exact same bans going out as last time, the Vi, the Echo from MAAD City, but they do not want to see Camille in the hands of Axum tonight. So again, that one's going to ban. However, that means either the Gnar or Seraphine. I would rather the Seraphine gets banned out here, as there we'll go.
Kaisa first pick for Matt. Do it. Oh, Udyr.
Oh,
right. They let Udyr through.
Right, that does get let through. That's into the hands of a Javi. So,
So I guess Kaisa goes to IQ. If they really prioritize it, I would assume so.
It's math. This is just math at this point, because we know who the strong champions are at this point. So, not surprised to see the Kaisa pick up here and the Kazakhs again for Daily Peach.
Yep. So MAAD, I would hope, would respond with another engage type support like Rel, Leona, Thresh, all good picks into Kaisa and Kazakhs, but maybe they'll leave for counter pick. ADC, I don't think they're going to look at the MF again just because Seraphine's taken away, but you know, they could always do MF Rel again. I want to see Jin or Senna maybe.
Oh my, Can, you're reading these guys' minds. This is scary. This is caster predictions at its finest. I do like the Jin. I don't know if I would put a Rel with her. Take maybe something with. That's the question, right? Do you put something with more poke with this Jin, or do you keep a peel tank with him because there's a Kha'Zix running around.
Yep. If I were Mad, maybe look for a flex pick that goes mid and top, or they can just flex mid and support. They could take Galio, very good flex pick, or they could just go for Leona Thresh type champions, very consistent champions with a very simple win con. Thresh very good at peeling. Okay, Karma.
Again,
Go for the top lane.
that could be flexed here at this point. But when you see that kind of a lane locked in, when you're seeing a lot of poke, that is the answer from IQ. And I'm hoping they do lock in this Blitzcrank because that is what their playstyle is. That's what we saw there in game 1 is we're looking for picks. And what better champion to look for picks than a Blitzcrank?
Yep, and Blitzcrank is the ultimate coin flip champion. You can have the worst comp in the world, but if you have a Blitzcrank, there's a 50% chance you win. Not literally, but how good is your support at hitting hooks? That's a chance you'll win.
That's where it matters. Is Ashcash going to be landing those Qs? But into the next round of bans, Gragas is going to be taken away here by IQ.
And Malphite? Yep, do it.
There goes the Malphite. Let's see what else they do not want to face. I mean, Galio has gone next, and again, I mean, not a terrible ban out here. Does kind of open the option for IQ to play more heavy AP burst mage in the mid lane potentially. They don't have to deal with the Galio mid, so.
Yep. I don't really know what MAAD would ban here. They could... Oh, they banned Renekton, really? Interesting. Considering Nar's still up, I feel like Renekton wouldn't be that bad. I guess they're trying to take him off Comfort. It's probably what they're looking for.
Yeah, because even if you know you might win a matchup with the counter pick, having someone on their comfort pick is kind of throwing a wild card in there. Speaking of wild cards, Urgot is coming through for a cracked. I'm excited for this.
Whipple?
Possibly. I mean, we saw what he did with that Renekton in the early levels there. So he is pretty scary. He knows when to pull that trigger. And on such a lane bully like Urgot, I mean, this is going to be a really fun lane to watch between Axum and Cracked.
I think he could still go for the Gnar, to be honest. It's not that bad a lane. Both of them are ranged. And yep, there we do see the Leona. It is a Karma mid.
All right, so Canatin is drafting for Mad City tonight, and that does confirm the Karma mid then. So
yeah,
IQ is going to get a nice counter pick into that potentially here. As Aatrox. What do you think of that? Aatrox v Urgot.
I want to say it's an Urgot favorite matchup, just because Aatrox is not as strong as he used to be. A lot of his best items, Gore Drinker, Sterix, Cage, were hit this patch. But forget about that. I think we got a Yone this game.
I mean, I'm down for it. I'm down for a little Yone. Is it Yone? I call him Yone personally, but I know
Yone. I don't care, to be honest.
I mean, having that kind of level of engage on the side of IQ is going to be huge for their playstyle. Picks. They just got to remember that every single time. If they can bait in these members of MAAD.
Collie.
Okay.
Never
you know what? I'm down with that too. That can still get picks. I think the Yone might have been a little bit better. But if this is a comfort pick here for Babs, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I mean, I thought Akali's dead, to be honest. I thought she was dead from the nerfs. Like 100 energy on her Q from 80 is insane on your main wave clear and damage ability. But if Babs, you know, he pulls out a good Akali, I might just start playing her again myself. Yeah. Who knows?
If you want to just hop into the spectators with me, then we're gonna get to see these teams get all lined up here. We are good to go here. But yeah, we're gonna flip it on over to the client here. Once these teams are locked in, don't forget predictions will be open, so make sure to check on your tokens right now, see how many you've got with command tokens. But this, I'm liking the draft out of IQ a lot more this game. It definitely fits in their style of, we like to get picks, we like to find people out of position and punish them for that. So this is definitely where they want to go. And into, I mean, Mad City's got some good answers, though. They've got Poke, and they've got some really incredible kite on this throughout their team at this point.
Yeah, definitely better than the last draft, because last draft they were way too heavy AD. They had Renekton Kha'Zix, Pike, Kai'Sa. Yes, Kai'Sa does hybrid damage, but it's not really enough to ignore all the armor they're building. This definitely means you can't ignore their AP damage. You have Kai'Sa and you have Akali who can one-shot the Jhin very easily.
Yep. And
So, sorry, go.
No, I was just wanted to give Twitch a reminder that predictions are open once all the champions are locked into client. I mean, with this game, it's kind of easy to tell where everybody's going for this one, but you know, that first game we saw, you know, with the Pike mid, that's the reason why we save it till you guys can see the full team comp and where everybody's actually going to be ending up in lane.
Yeah, I don't know who wins draft this time, honestly.
I think it's a strong draft from both sides here, but you know, this is, again, it comes down to how these teams are executing their comps here. We've got the poke and the kite here from MAAD City, so they're hoping that IQ walks to them, that IQ engages them. However, the great answer that IQ has picked here is that Blitzcrank, and that's essentially, we don't have to walk to you. We're gonna bring you to us. That's we don't want to deal with that. The only exception here might be, you know, okay, Akali's got to be diving in for these kills. Kai'Sa will have her R. I don't think it'd be a good idea if she pops that and goes into a Leona. That would be absolutely brutal to do. But there are answers on both sides of the rift in this game.
Yep, definitely agree. I guess MAAD City this time is the one with low AP damage. Yes, you have Karma, but I'm gonna assume she's going the Moonstaff build as well. You know, you played Seraphine last game. Karma's not too much different. Both have the AoE shield. So yeah, very low AP from the side of MAAD. Depending on how Urgot itemizes, if he's going like Bruiser, or if he's going damage, or if he's going tank, could end up being a problem having that much AD on one team.
Potentially. There is that that potential for itemization just to absolutely whoop your butts as the game goes on, but we'll have to see with this one. This is much more of a much safer comp from MAAD City than I've seen before, but I still think it's got the right answers into what Tempo's playstyle is.
You do have a lot of options on MAAD City. You do have some pick potential with the Karma Leona and the Jhin route, but their team fight's very good as well. Udyr can just run around. He's one of the best junglers at fast clearing, full clearing. And Jhin Karma gets you hard prio against Kai'Sa Blitz, so we could see the early dragons going towards MAAD this game, which they did last game as well, but this game it's a little bit more guaranteed. So we'll see how IQ Tempo responds to that.
Yep, and with that though, predictions are currently open, so you guys have got a little over 3 minutes to get those bets in. Let us know who you think is going to win by placing down those tokens. But what are you thinking here, Kenton? Who's walking away with the win here? Game 2.
I'm gonna give it to IQ. You know, I voted for MAAD City last game because they had the better comp, and now that the comps are even, I think IQ might pull out on this one.
I'm liking IQ's build for sure. I mean, the Urgot on cracked, and I mean I said that's gonna be a fun lane to watch, and definitely will be with these two very powerful top laners going at each other. But I mean, MAAD City just needs to play it out and take their time and be patient with this. They don't need to really push too hard for turret plates like they usually do. So I think if they over-aggress and they play into their usual style, which is we push aggressively, we push all the lanes in, we get turret plates, all of them, before 15 minutes, there is a huge window here for IQ to punish that. But if they come into this knowing, okay, we have to just take it easy, wait till we get 6s, kite them back whenever they try to engage, I mean, that's kind of their bread and butter here, and that's going to take them to victory if they're able to do that.
Very much so. I definitely agree. You know, chat pointed out that they got the Udyr Karma combo. So the gotta go fast is not dead yet. You still have Udyr Karma instead of Seraphine Hecarim.
Speed is the name of the game. That's actually a good point. On any, I would say most likely the Udyr, because he's already insanely fast. So to add a shield and speed to him, okay, sure, why not? But I mean, it would still be good on someone like the Aatrox as well too. So Karma may not be the strongest in these early levels, but again, having that extra support, as we've seen in the form of Seraphine, is pretty ridiculous at this point. So
Yeah.
have to see.
My predictions for this game, if someone were to take over on the side of MAAD City, I'm going to be expecting the Aatrox to. Champion can do tons of damage, tons of healing, and for IQ, I'm going to say it's either Peach or Babs. I think they made some really good picks last game, and now Akali is definitely a better champion than Pyke, so we'll see, see if he pops off.
Yeah, it all comes down to how these players play out these lanes and how these teams execute their comps, but it's looking like it's right in the favor of Tempo's playstyle, what they have selected here. Get picks, get ahead, put MAAD City behind in any situation possible, but MAAD City gonna have to execute this comp a little differently than what they're used to. However, we're gonna have to see how it unfolds on the Rift. Guys, we're going to break. Make sure to keep getting those predictions in, and when we are back, we're gonna be getting into game 2 to see if MAAD City can clutch it or if Tempo Control can take us to a third. See you soon.
I saw you smile from across the bar. Yeah, she was pretty and so close but so far. She flipped her hair and I thought this can't be true. How does a man like me get someone like you? And then she looked at me and I was confused. Everyone here can't be the one that she'll choose. And I looked back and saw the spark in her eyes. This can't be real, my head's telling me lies. Just like them, you're coming closer to me. Come shake me, grab me, so I wake up from this dream. I can't breathe, come at me. I don't know if I can speak. Then she said, come with me and let's be free. The night is young and I think this could go far. The sky is dark but you're my shooting star.
Hello, and welcome back to week 4 of the LTS. We got game number 2 underway as MAAD City versus Tempo Control here, and this is it's looking like a good comp here for Tempo Control. Definitely suits their play style, but we're gonna have to see if MAAD City does play it safe. We do see Ashcash with the pay to win Blitzkrieg skin, which I respect. I respect it.
The Permaban Pro Play skin, yes sir.
Yes, but luckily this is not the LCS, so we do see the Eye Blitzkrieg coming out, and maybe looking for something here, possibly to burn a flash. But again, this is what you want to see from your Blitzcrank, is getting these cheese wards, getting these cheese picks. That's really what Tempo Control is going to be able to roll off if they're able to get those early on.
Yep, just a standard 5-point from both sides. Blitz recalling first to get mana, I guess. And I assume both junglers are probably going to full clear. Udir's probably going to look to full clear into a bot play or dragon. So he's going to start on the top side, start at blue buff.
Yep. We do see a little bit of potentially vertical jungling. Junglers might go for that. They might just rotate all the way down to the bot lane and meet down there for that early scuttles, which might lead into dragon control. But We'll have to watch these pathing because both these junglers are pretty insane and do not like to share their resources. So there was a lot of fights between the both of them last game.
Yep. And I think Kha'Zix started topside to avoid Udyr at the scuttle fight, so I think they're going to run into each other at the 315 scuttle. See if a little skirmish happens.
Yeah, pretty standard though in these lanes. Pretty safe so far, except for the fact that Ashcast was able to find a beautiful grab onto Nutty Bars that the camera just missed, but you can see how much damage that does. Leona helping to heal up, but that Jhin is forced to chug his potions. And we see, look at the start out of Jhin. Boots and potions. That's how much respect he has coming through for Ashcash.
Yep, Boots really good against Blitzcrank, but in general it's just really good on Jhin for the bonuses Jhin gets for building move speed, and the 4 potions is just so he can perma-shove without getting punished too hard.
But that Blitz still does have his Ignite up, so I mean, if Wash is able to get Nutty down to about 3/4 health by a little bit of poke, there's the chance to get it. However, Ares goes in with the Zenith Blade. The Ignite comes down because Javi is down here, ready to go with the flash in, the bear slap, and oh my goodness, his first blood there for Ares. Mad City on the map.
5 flashes blown.
Oh my goodness. A lot of resources for the 1 kill.
Yep. And Leo got it too, so super unfortunate, but you know, a kill is a kill.
A kill is a kill, and I mean, at this point, you know, it does allow Jhin to get a couple extra CS, but it's, again, that's where Mad City prevails, is taking little wins here, little wins there, and eventually it does snowball into an insanely that, you know, we did get to see Tempo Control come back from quite significantly in that last game. They were able to tie up the gold lead, but this is just Mad City doing what Mad City does.
Definitely agree. They played the bot lane a lot better this game. They avoided the level 2 engage from the side of Tempo Control, which cost them, I think, a flash last game. So they kept their flashes, which let them set up the gank probably for Udyr and get that kill on Kai'Sa.
And now we're seeing, you know, some rotations around here. Maybe some attention being focused to this bot lane. There is a dragon up in 50 seconds, but I don't see anyone there. However, Axum does find Daily Peach out around the Herald Pit. He's going to try to lock him down. Oh, that could have been so bad for Daily Peach if he didn't have his jump.
Daily Peach is super sad right now. Can't get the scuttle. Gonna have to give that one up to Aatrox. So essentially getting double scuttled because his top did not have prio.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And I mean, at that point, yeah, that's a tough call, right? You have the cannon wave up there. That's a lot of gold to give up if you do decide to go and help out your jungler. But I mean, all he really would have lost was that scuttles. I think it was a little unfortunate that the flash was not able to make his way over the wall. So that's, you hate to see it. You hate to see that.
Yeah, happens, you know.
It does. It happens to the best of us, but. You know, he'll have it back up in 4 minutes now, but we'll have to see where Daily Peach is going to be heading as... Actually, you know what? For my prediction, looking at the mini-map there, both junglers are kind of heading towards this dragon. However, in the bot lane, Zenith Blade going down onto Ashcash. The punch up to keep this Leona off and just to grab onto the minion there to say no thank you. But Javi sneaking in behind this Dragon Pit and looking to take this Infernal.
Yep, Infernal should comfortably go over to the side of Mad City. We can get our dragon predictions ready in a couple seconds.
This is true. This is true. So we have Infernal into Ocean, which I think based off the charts, I want to say Mountain. I want to say there's going to be a Mountain, but Dream Unforgiven has a chart, so he actually, he does know all the matchups. However, I don't think he's in chat right now. I think he's playing some rematches at this point. Oh, cracked.
Ooh,
that's unfortunate. He's going to flash and... Axum, you know what? He's like, I'm not going to burn the flash. It's fine. You go back. Yep. What is Axum's favorite thing to do is push turret plates and get as many as he possibly can. So he doesn't really care if Urgot has to go back.
I want to say it's a Cloud, you know? I'm going to guess it's a Cloud. Maybe Dream has a chart. I don't know. I'd have to see it for myself.
I've yet to see it, but he's been making predictions based on this chart he's got, and he's like right 93% of the time he's right.
Interesting.
It's actually ridiculous. But based on
I definitely want to see that myself.
Yeah. It's whatever the order the first 2 dragons are in. He's able to base
Tells
it
you
off,
the third dragon.
Yes.
Okay.
Cracked is right back to lane and right away taking an immense amount of damage here from Maxon. It's a little scary. Seeing that Deadly Flourish get blocked up by Ashcash down there. Crack going on in. He does have a little bit of a shield to help save him from that first Aatrox Q, but you know there's always more that comes after that. But both the junglers up on this top side of the map while bot is going for a reset. You're going to see something come out here as Cracked trying to get some vision up. Does not know where this Udyr is, but he's right around the corner. Oh, pulled back in. And Javi will reveal himself.
Yep. He will show, but could potentially set up a dive. Urgot being 1 HP with no flash.
He's not done yet. He's got not the flash up. I was gonna say he's got the flash up ready to go, but no, there's just a tiny little sliver there, not quite available. But I'm sure if he had the opportunity to bear slap there, he would have probably gone for it. Take a look at this though. Blitzcrank just lurking in the bushes. They don't have vision of him, but playing around that bush extremely safe. Just to be expecting it, but up in the top lane, Javi is able to take out Daily Peach. The dive onto Cracked means that's going to be another member of Tempo going down. Mad City playing these tower dives so damn clean.
Yep, I think that was just way too greedy by Peach, knowing that his mid doesn't have TP and the other mid does have TP.
Okay.
Also, just like Udyr is way too difficult to kill this early in the early in the game with ninja tabbies, as well as Aatrox with ninja tabbies. So
Yeah, I still call them ninja tabbies too. In my mind and in my heart, the armor boots are still ninja tabbies to me.
yeah, like they changed one name. Like why?
I
If you're gonna
know!
change the names, change them all.
I know. You know what? That's a sore spot for definitely a sore spot for me.
Did they like get canceled for calling it ninja tabbies or something? Like I can't understand why like they would want to change it.
I honestly, I mean, plated steel cap sounds like okay. These boots are literally just like bars of iron glued together, but
Yeah, this sounds wrong.
so wrong. What have you done right? How could you do this to us?
Yeah, and there's like no short form for plated steel caps. Are you gonna call them steel caps? Like, no, it's still 2 words basically.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts my heart. It's my heart. Rest in peace, Ninja Tabbies. We'll never forget you.
The change that no one asked for.
But let's take a look back at this game. We got an ocean on the map in a minute 15 here. I want to say that Javi's going to keep going with this. Oh, beautiful Zenith Blade, though, on the Washed Editor here. Deadly Flourish is not going to land, but the Solar Flare does come down to lock down Ashcash for a little bit. That was almost a pickup there on the Washed Editor, but he's just able to get out.
Yeah. Ares actually played that trade really well because even after he lands the Zenith Blade, he stands in front of the Blitzcrank so he can't pull a Jhin and stands in front of Blitz again.
Uh-oh.
never mind.
Oh,
Another game.
Kantos is just going to get picked off. You get 2 assassins diving onto what is usually a support. Yeah, that's not going to be a great time.
Yeah.
But
Heal is burned from Kaisa and a dead mid laner, so this dragon is still a coin flip. We have no idea who's going to get this one.
Ooh. Blitzcrank just going to be a little short on that Q right there. But this is where I'm interested to see this happening because Javi's positioning himself really good when he's taking this dragon. He's always sitting in the back of the pit so he doesn't get pulled out. So as long as he keeps doing that and they're putting numbers in front of this Blitzcrank, exactly what Ares just did, exactly what he said he did there was blocking up this Blitzcrank from pulling his teammates in. Like Leona is not the one that you want being pulled into your back line.
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone saw, but Babs and Peach basically just threw away second dragon. They took a recall with dragon coming up in 20 seconds. 20 seconds is not enough time to get back to the pit. So this second dragon's going to go over to the side of Mad City, and it will be a Mountain Soul. So Dream is right. Again,
Yeah.
I'm going to need that chart for my own games. By
I'm
the way.
gonna need it too. It's honestly, it's super accurate. That's just one of the combos I remembered. But yeah, super strong drag for whoever can get it. I mean, if Mad City can pick up a Mountain Soul, I mean that's just huge for survivability in the picks that Tempo is hoping to set up.
And we kind of see again that Mad City's just winning the early game entirely off CS. 1 kill went over to the Akali, but it really doesn't matter much. He's down 16 CS, which basically means the goal is even between those two. Considering Karma has those 2 assists.
That's true. That's true. We're going to see a little bit of trading back and forth. I mean, this Karma poke does start to get a little bit more powerful. Extremely more powerful as the game goes on. Those mantra Qs are honestly pretty insane for the amount of burst that comes out. And with the squishier champions that are on the side of Tempo, they're really going to need to keep their distance here. However, Alcanto's getting jumped on again. Daily Peach is back once more. Electrocute goes down, and in comes the bug as the Akali pops the ult. However, it's Daily Peach that picks up the kill. Oh boy. Oh, this is getting scary to be alone again. Just like last game, this is what Tempo Control loves to do. If you're by yourself, that is going to be a bad time.
Yep, Wash kind of overextended a little too much knowing that her support was roaming, so got punished for that and had to burn her flash, but she does live to see another day.
Yeah, and this is where, you know, MAAD City really needs to get on top of getting that control of vision kind of everywhere to make sure that no one's lurking in the bush or no one's waiting around. However, speaking of lurking and waiting around, Javi's up here in the top lane. He's going to get flipped on over, but Urgot is taken out right before he's able to pop his ult off, and that's going to be yet another kill going on over the side of MAAD City.
Udyr's just so fast, man. Just ran in and right back out.
He's already at his grump at this point. Like this, he just went all the way from top to his grump in like 10 seconds, and got himself a kill. Or no, at least got himself some gold there. So yeah, MAAD City playing this really well, and again, Javi just playing super aggressively. I thought this was going to be a little bit more of a safe game here from the side of MAAD City, but no, they're looking to make engages. The Zenith Blade in, the Solar Flare down, and Nutty Bars is there to help pick up the kill because it's another one actually going on over to Ares. However, Cracked is down here. He's ready to hop on this one. Nutty Bars is going to heal, but he's just going to get taken out by Urgot. The pull back in. Ares is still pretty tanky. He's going to try to get out. Gets the Q stun onto Cracked, and Ashcash is going to start to run because the TP is coming through. Alcantos is down here, and in comes Udyr. Javi, once again, the need for speed is too strong. Members of Tempo starting to show up, but now with another TP coming through, they're not going to risk it. Underneath the tower they go. Lots of damage coming down. Now Javi's going to survive with a sliver of health, juggling that turret aggro just wonderfully.
Not over yet.
It's
Aatrox
not
going in for more.
It's not done. Axum again, the super aggressive top laner that we know him to be, looking for Daily Peach, but he's actually going to get shredded apart there. These two last members of Tempo Control were so low, but Axum not quite able to get the 2v1 yet.
Yeah, just going a little too hard there. He used his flash like earlier during the dive when he really didn't need to. If he had flash there, I think that was a double kill for him. Actually going for the stride breaker on Aatrox. That's an interesting purchase. I did not know that was a build.
Interesting. But I mean, that was almost extremely well executed by MAAD. I think it might have been a little overzealous of Axum to be going in all the way that deep by himself. If they had another member there with him, I mean, that would have been a clean 2 pickup. But they're definitely rolling in the gold right now. Again, 4K gold up at 15. And oh my god, Ashcash there. And the shuriken to follow. Babs picking up the kill. That's exactly what Tempo Control needs right now. Beautiful pull by Ashcash.
Yep, and that kill right there might have just secured him the drag. Jin's got a 20-second death timer. Dragon is up in 30 seconds. Probably will not make it in time, so Peach should be able to secure this just for himself.
Yep. Javi is still in base at this point, and Peach is already at the Dragon Pit. Yes, there is some vision control around here, but this should just be a pickup for... I don't know. You know what? It should. It should go over to Tempo Control. I want to say it should, but there is still the risk of that Udyr coming over the back side of the pit and looking for a pick. Or a steal.
They are bush teasing. Jin is able to make it in range, so actually, it's going to be a coin flip. We'll see. Oof. Way too early.
Caught out here, but Ashcash gonna get the knock up. Javi might be in a little bit of trouble. The Deadly Flourish comes out, but the big Solar Flare into that backline of the bush. Daily Peach trying to jump onto Alcantos, but then Zenith Blade comes through. Axum with the follow up to pick up that kill, but Babs is gonna be able to take out Alcantos once more. This is the scary part about these flanking champions is Axum drawn back in, gobbled up. Goodbye. Crack gets himself a kill, gets some revenge here as Nutty Bars with the curtain call on the bot side of the map able to pick off Wash Editor. God.
After all that, it's still a 2 for 2. It's still even.
Oh, look at this Daily Peach over the wall. He's an absolute madman, able to take out MAAD's ADC, but he'll lose his life for it in the process. Javi picks up the enemy jungler there as Cracked is next to go. Javi again showing up so huge. And look at this man go. The bear slap into the Phoenix stance. Watch Editor's going to get hit by the Chilling Smite as well, and ults to get out. Oh my goodness, is he going to live over the wall? But the Blitzcrank pull around, and the silence as well. The shutdown with the aftershock goes to Ashcast. This Blitzcrank is playing so well this game.
Like I said, coin flip support. They lost the fight and they just won it.
Almost. City's not done yet. He gets another rocket grab onto Ares. Watch the Editor is here. It could be potentially scary if he decides to turn around with the Zenith Blade here. So Ares, again, just holding his team around as Axum is in. And maybe a little bit of an overstay here by Ashcast as he is going to lose his life to Axum.
Coin flip support back at it again.
Oh, I like chat. Chat's right. Fiesta. It's honestly, it's just been back and forth skirmishes here for this dragon. I mean, we are going to see Daily Peach started up, but Axum's right here. They can't safely do it knowing that this Aatrox is right on the corner. This dragon's getting low. Let's see. Axum's going in to try and stop it. Babs looking for Alcantos once again. Deadly Flourish coming through, but it is going to be stolen away by Javi. He's able to run there and pick it up in time as Javi goes up the wall to get Daily Peach. Nutty Bar's trying to run away from Crack, but he's surrounded by 4 members of MAAD City. Going to get ripped apart, and oh my goodness, the Deadly Flourish. Absolutely beautiful. Babs going over the wall of the Dragon Pit and is going to get to safety.
Yeah, Peach didn't have smite there, so he was trying to wait out a cooldown for his smite, but he didn't know that Udyr was already in range. Super unlucky timing.
Javi puts them to soul point on the Mountain Drake, and that is going to be, again, like I said, really scary for tempo if MAAD City are able to control this mountain and able to pick up the Mountain Soul. That burst potential that they're finding. And they're still finding kills. It's 14-9 at this point. The gold's only up 6k, and we've seen tempo come back from that in game 1. But it's the pick potentials where they rely, and if there's giant shields on everybody, well, that gets a lot tougher.
Definitely agree with you on that one. Oh, pick here on Aatrox.
Potentially here, Daily Peach is caught. Who's the one caught out? The flash there from Daily Peach over the wall. Axum is looking for it. The Udyr, sorry, not the Udyr, the Urgot ulti is going to go just a little wide onto that one now. Axum has to try and make his way out, but there are numbers from tempo coming around. In comes Bab to pop that Proto Belt here, or the Hextech Rocket Belt, my apologies, as Cracked is still going to get taken down, and the kill ends up going on over to Ashcash. So Axum finds a lot there.
Yeah, Babs kind of trolled his teammate there. Like, he went out of range to get his passive, but all he had to do is just E onto the Aatrox and kill him. Bit of an overcommit by Cracked. Probably should have just left the fight the second he saw his teammates coming in.
Yeah. Oh, that Herald just narrowly going to be picked up here by Javi. He's going to get the reset there, but there's a red buff on the map that Alcantos has sniffed out, so he's like, yo, Javi, you want a free red buff? Sure, why not? So in they go, they pick that up, and Javi, this is where we're seeing him taking over this jungle. We're seeing Vision creeping into this side of the jungle of Tempo's side. Not looking too good for Tempo at this point, as the gold is still growing past that 6.5k mark.
Yeah, this gold lead is pretty much insurmountable for IQ, just because it's 3 dragons as well. So not only are they down gold, they're down 3 dragons, and they have to contest every single dragon from this point forward, even though they're down this much gold. So they don't really have much of a win con. Like, yes, Kha'Zix can one-shot Jhin all he wants, but you can't one-shot Aatrox, you can't one-shot Leona, you can't one-shot Udyr. So what are you going to do about that?
This is true. So we have to see how these members of Tempo decide to play this one out, because it's looking very slim for their chances in actually stealing a dragon. They are going to have to make something magical happen. Is that Rocket Grab just going to go a little bit wide on this one? I think that might be like one of 3 that I've seen miss this game. He's been pretty on point for the most part with those Rocket Grabs.
Yeah, he really has been doing well, and I think that was a panic TP by Karma. I don't know what it was in response to. Maybe it was the hook, but hook missed. So I think she could have just stayed top and farmed a little bit more.
Just in preparation of if he did hit that hook, because I mean that's kind of the fear that you log into your enemy's team here, is that I'm landing these hooks, you better watch out. As oh my goodness, in comes Javi once more. He finds Wash out on the top side of this map. Wash is gonna try and alt out of there. He pops the heal, but in comes Daily Peach. That's a lot of damage coming through, and Javi is gonna be taken out. Oh boy, I don't think it's much longer for Nutty Bars either. A lot of damage coming out of this Jin, but in comes Watch Editor. The heal is going to pop as well too. No ultimate available for Kaisa at this point, so Nutty Bar is just barely going to survive that.
Oh, that was a bit of deja vu. Kazak's almost one-shotting the Jin once again, and never mind.
I lied. I'm a big fat liar here. Nutty Bars, he had nowhere to go. Babs was right around the corner, so he kind of has to accept his fate where he's pathing, and the Kaisa is right there to pick him off.
Okay, well, Kazakh's with a Serpent's Fang. It is, other than Prowler's Claw, I think Serpent's Fang gives some of the most lethality in the game, and it also gives the Shield Break passive, which is important against Udyr's Shield and the Karma Shield. So, and the Locket of Iron Solari Shield as well, so very smart purchase from him.
Yeah, and imagine all three of those being popped at the same time. That is going to be huge for shredding through Javi, especially if he's, what we usually tend to see from Udyr's is, you know, the initial bear slap engage, followed up by that Phoenix Stance. As soon as he flips into that Phoenix Stance, and if he's still got a bunch of shields on him, break through it. That's huge.
Important cooldown to notice, Jin does not have Flash, and Kha'Zix is alive, so
oh,
what does that mean?
Daily Peach is lurking in this bot side here, and there is no vision as these members of Tempo possibly looking to converge in here. They have surrounded Mad City at this point. This could be really dangerous, but in goes Daily Peach. He's able to get the steal on the Mountain Drake as Aatrox Axum is dealing with these members on the backside here. Big Solar Flare is coming out. Mad City still on top of this fight as Ashkash is going to be locked down. He's getting quite low. Wash Editor's on the backside of this as unfortunately cracked. Oh no, he's still staying alive. Big shield coming through from him as he is eventually taken down. Ares is going to drop as well too. Turns into a 3v3, but Ashkash gets picked off. Deadly Flourish will not land. Daily Peach might be next to go. Yes, he will, as it's just Wash Editor left. And unfortunately, the Kaisa is not going to be able to take on all three members of Mad City remaining. But great steal from Daily Peach there.
Very good steal. I think Javi smited a little too early, but yeah, Daily Peach definitely with a very good steal, survives long enough to get a couple kills as well. And so 4 minutes on the next dragon. We'll see if Mad City can wrap up the game with that dragon.
Well, they find the ace, and I mean the answer after that is let's just go for an inhibitor. Alcantos is going to have to be careful here because Babs is waiting around the corner. They are going to get some vision. There is a TP coming through, and Alcantos actually on the wrong side. This one turns around very fast, and in goes Babs once more. Shuriken will land, in they go, and Babs is going to find the kill onto Alcantos. Nutty Bars is here to try and help out, doing a lot of damage with that Jin at this point as he picks one up for himself. Cracked. Caught out by 3 members. Double kill here for Nutty Bars. Tempo gonna have to roll it back just a little bit.
A little too much. It was a good TP, but they probably didn't know how close the rest of Mad City was, so it ended up being a bad trade, even though they got one kill.
Ooh, in come Mad City. They were looking for the inhib to pull on to this Udyr, but Wash Editor is so low, he's gonna drop, and ooh, unfortunately. Blitzcrank is next to go. I lost the names there for a second because they're not showing up for me. Ashkash, sorry, my apologies. The Blitzcrank we've been talking about, but unfortunately, he gets dropped. In goes Ares. Beautiful Zenith Blade with the curtain call to answer. Nutty Bars picks up the kill onto Daily Peach. And now with all 5 members of Mad City here pushing on these Nexus turrets, it's going to be so tough for Tempo Control to hold this one out as Babs will drop next. Cracked is the only remaining member, but there's only one remaining Nexus turret. Not much for Tempo to Control to do here.
Yep.
Let's see it.
And that's going to be the ace.
Deadly Flourish and the ace. Yes,
Yep.
locked down. It's only Ashkash left. Actually, no, his ADC's back up, but the Rocket Grab is not going to land. Last Nexus turret is to go. This is just looking like it's in the bag here for Mad City as Axum keeping everybody busy on the backside of this. He's probably going to get pulled back into the fountain, but nope. They try to go for Ares. However, GG's to MAAD. They take it in 2.
GG's indeed. A very good game played by, a very good series played by Mad City in general. My MVP goes to Ares just because of how consistent Aries played from the early game. Her positioning in lane against the Blitz and Kai'Sa was immaculate because Blitz could not get an angle on Jhin during their fights because she was just body blocking for him. And even in the late game, she hit some really good ults on the team, hit some really good stuns, and just peeled really well. Jhin honestly, obviously gets one shot every once in a while by the Kazakhs. Can't really do much to avoid that, but she set up fights for her team so well. Definitely my MVP.
Yeah. I that's just one thing I wanted to say too. Both these supports are playing really, really well this game. Unfortunately, I can't see the stats because my client has yet again abandoned us tonight. But I mean, both these guys were playing really like out of their mind. They were playing exactly what they need to do for their supports. But I mean, that's kind of the thing about the Leona, right? It depends how you play her. If you put her into attack mode, she becomes a little ridiculous for making those engages. We saw there on that last fight around the Nexus, the flash Zenith Blade all the way into almost the fountain, just to make that engage. But offering that peel for her Jhin the entire game was just really, really well done here by the side of Mad City.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, Axum and Javi played really well, but yep, Aries definitely stood out this game to me. Maybe it's because Javi and Axum popped off last game really hard as well, and I wasn't as surprised. But yeah, from my POV, Leona was pretty nuts.
Yep. Massive game there for Mad City, but they do find the series in 2 games here, and they're going to take that win going and putting themselves at 3-1, which means Temple Control is going to be at 2-2. So still very respectable scores going in or finishing off week 4 at this point, but Mad City's been looking good on stream, and it's always a ton of fun to watch them.
Yep, this is my first time seeing them on stream, and I'm very impressed.
Pretty nuts, eh?
Yep.
Anyways, we're gonna start that player of the game poll up right now, so you guys can start to vote for who you think deserves that player of the game. I know my support bias will not affect me, but we'll have to see what it comes out to. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you after this break. Back on the desk for our final player of the game of the night, and a few short announcements before we finish off the stream. See you soon.
No matter how big or small your business is, making your own ad on Spotify Ad Studio.
Hello, and welcome back to the conclusion of LTS Week 4. We got none other than Aries, the support, the Leona, going 2-1-17 on that Leo. So honestly, awesome stuff out of both supports, both teams tonight, but MAAD City are just coming through very strong in these early games, clutching these wins, and just getting that snowball rolling. Tempo did managed to punish MAAD quite a bit during the mid game of game 1, able to bring that gold lead down to nothing and almost get ahead themselves. But MAAD City are able to claw back. They're able to find these team fight wins, and just watching them roll around as a squad, it's just showing really good communication, really good team synergy, and I'm loving what I'm seeing out of MAAD City. So congratulations, MAAD City. GG's, and thank you to both our teams for playing tonight. GG's, everybody. Want to thank my co-caster Canatin tonight for providing us an excellent color cast, and of course I want to thank all of you at home for watching and tuning in to watch some of these kick-ass games tonight. Don't forget, we have got our podcast coming up in half an hour, so you're gonna see the stream go down until 10:15. It'll be back up at 10:15, retitled, renamed, whatever you want to call it. But we will be back here at 10:30 with our second episode of Let's Talk Legends, so make sure to tune in for that. Tonight we are covering our top 5 players in each of the leagues. No, I'm not going to play an ARAM because I have to start the stream back up in 15 minutes. This guy doesn't get it. Come on. No, I'm joking. Beacons is the man. Beacons is the man. Everybody hear me now. Anyways, guys, that was going to be Gurf signing off from the analyst desk, casting desk, host, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But I'll see you back on the podcast in half an hour, guys. Thank you for watching and tuning into the stream. Congratulations to MAAD City. GG's to everybody tonight. Have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you back here in 30 minutes for Let's Talk Legends. Take care.
I saw you smile from across the bar. Yeah, she was pretty and so close but so far. She flipped her hair and I thought this can't be true. How does a man like me get someone like you? And then she looked at me and I was confused. Everyone here can't be the one that she'll choose. And I looked back and saw the spark in her eyes. This can't be real, my head's telling me lies. Just like that, you're coming closer to me. Come shake me, grab me, so I wake up from this dream. I can't breathe, come at me, I don't know if I can speak. Then she said, come with me and let's be free. The night is young and I think this could go far. The sky is dark but you're my shooting star. Could see your face reflect upon the moon. It was a pretty summer night in June. And then she looked at me and I was confused. Everyone here can't be the one that she'll choose. And I looked back and saw the spark in her eyes. This can't be real, my head's telling me lies.